QC.
Guys, it's your girl Fats. Hope you guys are well. Today we have a special guest. He's an award-winning singer, artist, songwriter. We have the amazing, the one and only great Adamz in the building. Hey.
Hi.
What'd you do today?
Not bad. Yeah, today's been a bit of a madness, to be honest. It's been quite a busy day. Yeah, I had an exam today, funny enough.
Oh, okay. So you're studying as well?
I am. I'm just doing a development course on P3 at the moment. So I had an exam. Yeah, I had a professional exam today, and I've had a photo shoot as well. So.
Ooh, okay, you've had a productive day.
It's been crazy. Yes. It's been insane. Yeah.
How you like when it comes to like being under pressure? Like, can you handle being under pressure, or it's a bit of a challenge?
I like being under pressure, to be honest. I think I perform better. I'm one of those ones that, like, at uni, I had my assignment done like the day it was due. I'm one of those people, yeah.
Oh, I can't work like that.
I know.
I can't work like that.
Yeah.
But what was the photo shoot for? Can you give us a bit of a teaser? Can you, share those something?
And well, it's nothing. Well, I say it's nothing special, but I'm basically dropping like a 4-track EP for Valentine's Day next year. Ooh. So we basically shot for that today, and
that's interesting.
Yeah.
What kind of vibes can we expect from this photo shoot, or from the EP?
Well, the EP is going to be it's going to be a special one. I basically have like 40 songs at the minute, and I need to pick 4.
Whoa.
So it's a bit crazy at the minute, but it's going to be the 4 best. I don't want to, because, I'm planning to sort of drop an album next year as well, so I don't want to overly have too many songs out there, so I just want to give that 4 little nice songs for Valentine's Day, and and that's that until the album comes, really. It's
pretty interesting that you say that, because noticing from your songs, like, you love love, innit? You actually love love. Like, what is it that you love about love? Like, what is it that, man, like, I love love?
Honestly, it's a good question. I can't lie. People ask me this all the time. Well, the thing is, I think I'm just one of those people that I've had, very good. I think I can just articulate it to the women in my life, really, from my mother to my sisters, my grandma. I think my daughter, my wife. I think it's just the woman in my life. I think I've not had the easiest of life growing up, but I think I've been blessed with some of the strongest Black women you could ever think of, and I think that kind of comes across in everything I do, and especially my music. I think it's the one thing God has kind of blessed me with: strong Black women.
Looking at social media, because we live in a very digital world, do you feel like love is being promoted like the right way? Like, do you feel like Black love is being promoted the right way, or do you feel like it's just a whole lot of nonsense on social media?
I think social media is very unrealistic, to be honest, especially.
Okay.
Yeah, I think especially with Black love, for example, I don't think Black women are given enough praise for what they create.
Yes, tell them.
I'm being very honest. I think, like Barack Obama, Michelle Obama was saying the other day how she had to not stop her career, but put it on pause or slow it down for Barack to actually build what he's got. I can't tell you how many Black women has done that in their lifetime to, build men. But I think, Black women are not sometimes seen as maybe even a problem. A lot of people sometimes feel like, oh, if I date a Black woman, she's just gonna scream at me, she's gonna be harsh, she's gonna be all these things. And I can tell you now, I've never met a Black woman that hasn't lifted me up, and I'm saying this with all the love in this world. I have never met. I'm saying this again. I've said this before, and people attack me on Twitter and say this. I understand that, but I'm saying personally, I have never met a Black woman that hasn't lifted me up. Just, I've dated good and bad people, both black, both different, races. But I'm saying when it comes to my life and pushing me and lifting me up, I haven't met any person any black woman that, hasn't loved me, or that has loved me, that I haven't tried to even lift me up. Even those that I had bad relationships with, they've always still kind of tried to uplift me in some way. So I feel like the narrative of black women and what they are like is just, it's wrong, pretty bad.
So what do you think needs to happen? Like, what do you think you want to, like, what do you want to see moving forward?
Well, firstly, I would love for, I think respect. I think I would like black men to respect black women. Secondly, I think we need to take our black women seriously,
Okay,
people said, well, it's true. I can say this because I'm married, okay? Like, I did the right thing. I took my woman to the church, I said to her, I want you to be my wife. I wasn't messing around. Yes, everyone's like, oh, you're a musician. There's all these girls in your videos and stuff. I said, yeah, but I found the black woman that works for me. Yeah. I don't care how many girls I'm going to get, even if I become the biggest star in the world. I have to respect what this woman's doing for me right now, and she, I want her to be my wife. And I think a lot of times black women get overlooked about going to the next stage. And I have lots of friends like that who's my baby mom. And I think also this is a little bit of criticism for black women as well. I think they need to stop ringing the bell about baby dads as well. Everyone just screams my BD, my baby dad. And as beautiful as that sounds, I think, I have some friends who wouldn't call their baby moms baby mama. They would say my child's mother, for example. I think we have a culture nowadays where people just feel like they can just plant their seed and leave. So it's something that needs to change as well. Maybe we need to appreciate our women more and respect them more and give them more value. So
yes.
I don't know. I'm probably talking a lot of rubbish.
No, you need to really have a conversation and have, like, I don't know, like, be a speaker at these events and spread the word. Because right now, you're saying everything that we all want to hear.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
Now, you graduated with HR and health studies, which is amazing. When was that moment where you realized, you know what, I need to take that step. I need to take music seriously. It's that time.
Well, like, it's one of those ones where, like, music has always been like my first love.
Okay.
But when you're Nigerian, you know how it is. If you're Nigerian, you'll understand this. Shout out to all the Nigerian moms. She wanted me to go uni. She was like that degree in stuff. So I decided to go uni. But when I finished uni, I had a job as an HR specialist working for Amazon. And let's just say I was coding CSPs and SSPs. HR people would know the terms I'm using right now. Like CSPs is company sick pay and SSPs is statutory sick pay. And I was coding that for weeks upon weeks upon weeks upon weeks, and I hated it, to be honest. Okay. And I realized that this doesn't make me happy. It wasn't doing it for me. Yeah. No. So I was still in the choir and playing music with friends and stuff, and then I just started recording again and put my first song out. I wasn't putting it out for people to love it. Like, I was just putting it out because I loved doing what I was doing and I wanted people to hear what I was capable of. Yeah. And it just didn't pick up for a while, and the last 3 years it's just gone crazy, and it just picked up on its own. So it's one of those ones where I followed kind of what I felt would be the right thing for my parents, for my mom especially, and then I realized that I needed to do what was right for me as well, and then music kind of was right for me. Put it that way.
Would you say that you took it more seriously before lockdown? Is that when the time where it was like, yeah, it's that time now?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, I'll say just before. I think you can see from my catalog as well that it kind of picked. Yeah, you're correct. Yeah, I think I did. I think just before lockdown, I picked it up, and during lockdown, there wasn't a lot to do. And thank God I picked up music, because I would have gone crazy. Because during the lockdown, that's all I did. I just recorded music, did content on my phone, and just yeah.
Now, you recently dropped your visuals for your new single, Dirty One, featuring Terry G. First of all, that song that track is fire. Okay,
you,
that song got the girls whining left, right, and center. Yeah. How did that collaboration come about?
Yeah, like it was a crazy one. Terry G was in Northampton, which is where I live, and he was chilling around, talking to a couple of promoters and stuff for shows and whatever he had going on. I was actually unaware that he was about.
Okay.
He was like, he was like, who's the Afrobeat guy in the town? Like, who do people know? Like, who's the name? You know, when you come to Northampton or you come to, you know, the Midlands, like, you know, MK and stuff. Who's the guy that you get on a show? And then the promoter said, well, there's a guy called Adamz that people kind of love around this end. So, and it was like, okay. And then shout out to Puffy. He called me. He said, yo, come down to my yard quick. So I was like, oh, why? He goes, Terry G's about. I was like, okay, on my way. So
what was you thinking in that moment? We're like,
well, I was more like, I was like, oh shit, because can I say that? I don't know.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry.
Okay, I was like, damn. I was like, this is someone I listened growing up. Like, this is huge. I was like, oh, I can't wait. So I flew. Like, I literally drove down there. He's such a cool guy, chilled, relaxed. You know, I played a couple of songs for him. He heard the one that he liked initially, and he was like, do I have anything else? And then I had Dirty One. Dirty One was done. Like, it was something that was already done. Yeah. I recorded it like maybe like 6 months before, but yeah, I didn't like it too much. So I was like, I need to go back to the song, but I need some space before I go back to it. So I played it, and he just went, and the whole place just lit up. The whole place went crazy, and he goes, "That's the one." And yeah, we went studio next day. And as you know, Terry G doesn't write. He doesn't prepare. He just turned on the mic and went crazy.
Oh.
Yeah.
What was you thinking at that moment? Was you thinking, you know what, this is my moment now? Like, it's time to like enough of all the self-doubt. Like, let's just do it.
Yeah, I think it gave me that vibe, that it gave me a bit of push, you know, because you know, people always say, oh, when you get that hit song, you need to drop it straight away. But I didn't have the momentum to drop such a big song at that point. I had 7,000 followers on Instagram at that point.
Okay.
I think we're like 34,000 now. I don't even know.
Yeah. Crazy, right?
Yeah. I mean, we didn't have following on TikTok, YouTube. I mean, I had like 300 subscribers on YouTube, for example, and I was getting maybe 600 plays and stuff. So I wasn't ready to release that song, but when I saw what he did in the studio, I was like, okay, I need momentum, so I need to work harder. I need to push. So what that song actually did was it just gave me a reason. I had a reason to push, because I said I need to get myself to a level where when this song drops, people can hear about it and people can go in on the song. So yeah, I think that was probably a big turning point in terms of the mental side of my career. I think that gave me a big push in some way, a challenge. Yeah.
The song did really well as well. It went on top number 3 on Nigerian iTunes. Like, that's crazy. Like,
insane,
how are you feeling about that? Like, do you still feel like it's still unreal? I still gonna keep going, or like, how are you feeling? Because I feel like a lot of creators, they tend to like it's never enough. It's still time to go, basically.
100%. I was buzzing that morning when I got the call. My manager's like, "Oh, we think you're on the charts. You're on like you're number 7 or 11 or something like that." I was like, that's not possible. I was like, I'm sure that's not true. So I ignored him. I just thought it was silly, because the song was going crazy on Spotify. Because you know, you can look at Spotify for artists, you can see, you know, when he's had like 370 added to playlists, you kind of know that people are going crazy on the song. So it was on like 350 on the 3rd day of his release. So I could kind of see that, okay, this is probably going to get to 100K within like 2-3 weeks. So I was like, okay, this is crazy, because I haven't had 100K on Spotify before. So I was like, okay, this is going. I was already overly excited about that, because I could see the figures going crazy. Everyone was sending me figures. And then he called me and was like, yo, you're number 3. So I called my brother. I was like, can you check this for me? Because I'm a bit busy. And then he sent me videos. He goes, oh my God. And everyone was like, it just went off. And, you know, again, that's the problem with being a creative, right? Because now that I've gone on the charts, I want every song I release going forward to be on the charts. You see, that's the problem. You think you get there and you think that's it, but now it's worse because all I'm thinking of is my next single has to get on the charts. But
so it's a bit of a pressure for you now. It's like the pressure is getting worse.
It's getting worse. For a fact.
The Mobos are literally around the corner. They're back. And they're celebrating their 25th anniversary as well. And of course, the MOBO UnSung have literally dropped their album for the first time. And you, Great Adamz, are in the album with your song Link Up Remix featuring Cray Wolf and Zita. First of all, can I just say this song right here, right? When this song was sent to me, it's a problem now because I can't stop playing the song. You've got a whole lot of Cray Wolf bringing all the spice. You've got Zita giving us vocals. How did this collaboration come about?
Yeah, it was Link Up is one of those ones that it just happened naturally. I went for when we went for the MOBO UnSung auditions, right? I performed last on that day. I was the last guy to come on stage. So I've gone through like 2 hours of seeing some incredible talent. I got on stage on that day. So the two people that caught my eye was Zita and Cray Wolf. Link Up Original was already out and it was like on 150,000 on YouTube. So I know it's a big song, but I felt like it wasn't done. You know, when you feel like a song is not done, you could give it a bit of a kick. You know,
you need that a bit of spice in that.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, something's missing. So I thought, what am I gonna do? So I performed the song, and to be honest with you, that day was probably the weirdest day of my life because I got on stage and did the song once. That's the thing about this Link Up of a song, is that strangers who've never heard it before, they hear the song once and everyone just goes crazy. So on that day, every single performance on that day, everyone was sitting down and clapping and being happy. Link Up started and everyone was up on their seat. Like everyone in the building was singing the chorus. So it was a song that nobody could forget. Yeah, it was like that to me. So that was like huge for me to see that. So I rang Cray. Cray was like, "What? Is it the same Link Up that you performed?" I was like, "Yeah." Cray was like, "Where and when? I'll be there." So I rang Zita, and Zita was like, "I'm packing my bags. Just tell me where." Zita was so happy. She's like, "I'm so happy you called me for the song. I love the song." So we got to the studio. Cray wrote her verse on the way down. Zita literally locked herself in the other room, wrote her verse, banged it on that day, and yeah, and then Mobos said, "Look, they love the song. They love what happened on stage. That they wanted the song on the album." And I said, "Yeah, sure."
Oh, they definitely needed that song on the album because that song right there, I'm telling you, it's fire. Like them, like the two baddies on the song, they literally the song was already lit as it is, but they gave it like something was missing, like you said, something was definitely missing on the song, and it needed that, you know, just a little bit of it, you know. And 100%. I'm telling you, this collaboration right here was one of like the best collaborations like so far. But I have to ask you this: when you was approached to be on the MOBO UnSung album, what was your initial thought?
I was shocked. I've got to be honest with you. I was definitely because I wasn't top 10. I was top 20 at the MOBO Awards, right?
Okay.
And I just assumed that I wasn't being watched after the actual show. You know, being top 20 out of like 5,000 people is huge. It's a big deal, right? Yeah. So I just thought they're definitely looking at me anymore. They're focused on just the top 10. That was my idea. But obviously from the period I was at MOBO Awards to date, you know, every song that I've released after that has just gone crazy. Following has gone crazy. The TikTok has gone insane. Obviously, you know, they've been watching that. And, you know, I had little comments from like some of the heads in MOBO saying, "Oh, your TikTok is doing amazing." You know, like you when you get those comments from some top people, you know that, okay, they're looking. So, but I didn't think I didn't think they would care to approach me for anything. So when I got that call to say we want the song on the album, I just thought like, yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, it was a good feeling just to know that you know, like it's like just to have that reassurance sometimes that, you know, you're doing it right. You know, sometimes it's hard to know if you're doing it right, or if you're just running and you don't have direction. But when you get people like that saying we want this on the album, especially the talents on the album, it's insane.
Insane,
you know.
yeah.
So when I look at that album now, it's something that I'm super proud of. Yeah.
So of course the two girls killed their verse. You had Cray Wolf rapping.
Yeah.
You had Zita literally giving us vocals on the song. Now I've got to ask you this, because a few years back you released an EP, right, and it did amazingly well.
Yeah.
Now with 2023 approaching, I know you talked about your album, but is there anything else that you're working on? Anything else that you are going to be releasing? I'm sure a lot of your fans want to know.
Yeah, I mean, well, firstly, I like to just say Link Up music video is dropping on the 3rd this month. So you're hearing it here first, okay? No one knows. You're hearing it here.
I don't know if I'm ready for it.
Exclusive.
Because the song is that fire. I don't know if I'm ready for the music video.
Well, I can tell you that video is the best video I've ever done in my life. It's next level. It's going to be premiered on the MTV Base Africa on the 30th. So, yeah, and Hip TV also Africa, or Hip TV Nigeria is going to be premiering on the 1st. So we're going to be, it's going to be crazy. So that's one for the Christmas. I have a feature with DJ Mexi, Fireboys DJ, dropping as well, 2nd week in December. And yeah, we're gonna have the EP, the Valentine, you want to call it, love EP, whatever you can call it, whatever you want to call it. I call it 50 Shades of Valentine. That's why I call it.
Oh, I don't know if I'm ready for this one. I don't know if I'm ready. 50 Shades of Valentine.
Yeah, well, a lot of things happen on Valentine's Day, you know. So
okay.
We had to put in a song.
Are we expecting like a baby making kind of vibes? Or
well, a lot of things can happen, you know. Yeah, it's gonna be one of those ones. It might be a bit controversial. Zita's on that EP as well. Zita's on the song called "Squeeze Me." She absolutely.
Oh, squeeze me.
Well, you'd see. Oh my days. And yeah, and then we got the album. Obviously, well, we're looking at next year. I don't want to reveal the date just yet because my manager will kill me. But we got the album coming next year. You know, I think people have been asking for the album for a while now because, you know, I felt like I needed to just keep releasing singles for the last few months. And I think we're ready for an album.
Yeah, definitely. I think, you know, you've shown that you're ready to put in the work. You've been giving us single after single after single, and you haven't disappointed us, especially with the visuals, because you've worked with one of the best, you know, videographers in Northampton, Adri, because he's also a content creator and he's also an artist. Like, when you look back at your journey, did you anticipate your journey to go like this?
No, to be honest.
Wow.
I don't think, no, far from it. No, not to where I am now. I think most of the people I kind of started doing the music with, you know, they've kind of stopped, you know, because, you know, it gets very difficult at some point and people just can't carry on anymore. I didn't expect it to get this far. I didn't expect to gain the fans that I've gained. You know, I've never been the type to like chase, you know, popularity or fandom. People always say to me, Great Adamz, every time I see you, you're just wearing like a t-shirt and like some like slippers. So, you know, I said, well, because I'm probably not going to be that type of, you know, even if I become a big celebrity, I'm probably not going to be the type that would, you know, maybe look like a celebrity in some way, because I'm just such a very natural, calm guy. You know, you might see me in Primark, you know, doing some little shopping. You might see me in Audi and you wouldn't even know it's me. I remember the other day we was out in town and someone walked up to me and said, Great Adamz, like, I was like, hi, he goes, can I take a picture? I literally had to apologize. I was like, yes, but I look like this. Like, are you happy to take a picture Like, you know, like I'm literally wearing like shorts. Yeah, I'm like, I was just like, you know, and I remember my manager was like, well, you got to try to maybe look a bit. I was like, well, you know, so no, I maybe I'm still not there yet. Like I always say to people, I still don't realize I've got 30,000 plus followers. Mentally, I'm not there, and that's why sometimes I can't handle my Instagram because I want to put some funny stuff on and. And like you don't want to have me on Snap because I'm a joker. Like I'm crazy, you know. On my WhatsApp, you know. Sometimes I want to do it on Instagram, and money's like, you're not putting that up. Like, you know, you have no idea how many times they've deleted stuff. I put something up yesterday and it got deleted anyway. But because I forget sometimes, you know, and I think it takes some time to really understand where this journey is taking me.
So it's pretty interesting that you say that, because you mentioned the fact that the people that you started with doing music, they've stopped. How important is it to have a great supportive system around you when you are in this creative journey, you know, being an artist, you know, because sometimes it gets a bit lonely. Sometimes the journey gets hard. So how important is it to have a great supportive system around you whilst you're in this journey of your music career?
Yeah, honestly, I think it's so important. Like I couldn't stress that enough. I think it's like the most. I always say this actually, as you know, to my friends to say, you know, so my manager used to just call me sometimes, like a year ago, and he would just ring me on the phone and he would say, "Great, don't worry, you're the best in this town. You're good at what you're doing." You know, because I used to feel sad sometimes where they might bring a big artist to the town and I wouldn't be on the shows, like I wouldn't be called to perform, you know.
Okay.
Sometimes that kicks, and I think a lot of musicians go through this, but they don't say this stuff. You know, Afrobeat musician and Davido's coming to your city, or Burns coming to your city, and they have all these artists that are performing, for example, and you're not being called to perform. Especially these are people that hang with you, for example, or they wouldn't want to pay you to perform, or they don't think you're worth performing. They might not think of it that way. They might just be like, oh, Adamz might, you know, like Adamz, we don't want to stress him more. But you, as an artist, you're killing yourself. You're kicking yourself. You're thinking, why am I not on there? You know, for example, there's an Afrobeat artist coming to Northampton today. You know, I didn't have to call for that. You know, they called me and say, Bossman, you're opening for this guy, right?
Yeah.
They've discussed with my manager. So I think my manager was that support system for me where, you know, he would tell me, don't worry, like, you'll be fine, keep going. A lot of times, and I'm not going to lie, I think the fans as well, like the people that has been there with me from day one, you know, there's a video of mine called Do Maybe on YouTube where we literally shot as a joke. It was just friends chilling together. We went for House 27, like little, honestly, it was a joke. It was a uni, House 27 is like a series that my manager was creating at university, and everyone was chilling that day on a chair. We took a camera, we started dancing outside at night, and the cameraman shot it, we edited it, and put it on YouTube. There was no plan, there was nothing. It's still on YouTube until today. So that support system, fans just supporting you, people being there for you, it's so important, because a lot of times, trust me, we get tired, we feel like giving up. And I think creatives we don't talk about mental health enough. And I think most creative would most likely face some sort of mental health problems during their time.
And look how far you've come so far, and you haven't given up. You've given us the quality visuals, you've given us the amazing tunes, the vocals. Like, honestly, I don't think you actually understand like how talented you are. Like,
thank you, man. I appreciate that.
No, you're actually very talented. And I know sometimes it gets really tough, which I wanted to ask you. Obviously, you've got fans all over, right? You feel like you get enough support in the UK that you get in other countries like Nigeria and all these other plales?
You're gonna get me in trouble. You're gonna get me in trouble. Because this is such a touchy topic that we've literally just you know, you're like a sidekick, because we've literally, like, us musicians, we've just had this conversation, and I'm not going to say some names, but I was sitting with some big names a few weeks ago in the UK industry, you know, big boys, I'm talking big names, and we had this conversation recently, and and a lot of people was, you know, kind of saying, you know, that it's so hard for an upcoming artist in the UK to break through compared to the US. You know, for me, the US, what's her name? This Spice girl. I can't remember her name.
Spice.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Spice.
Hi Spice. That's it. Where's she come from?
Okay, I know.
Who else is doing that? I used to say this. I said Shebu, UK should be the biggest.
Shebu should be. Yeah.
Can you imagine Shebu in America with all that stuff she does?
She would blow.
She would be so big. She would be so huge. But who's talking about Shebu? Are the blogs talking about her? Are the like I said, you're gonna get me in trouble. Are we talking about her enough? Do you know what I mean? Are we pushing her?
She's so talented.
Shebu, like, I'm a big fan. Like, everyone who knows me knows that I literally love her. Right? I listen to her and I'm thinking, even Energy, I'm thinking Energy should be way bigger than what they are. They're huge, don't get me wrong, but they should be way bigger because they've been doing this for so long. I've known NSG since I was at university. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've been knowing this. Like, a lot of people think like they're like new, but like they've been here for time.
Yeah,
you know
definitely.
So, to be honest, when I look at it, I think, yes, the UK is giving me support. The BBC is giving me so much support recently. Shout out to Kerry Koch. I can't lie. Northampton, they've been on my back recently. They've been carrying me, you know, through it all.
I also actually want to say that Northampton have got great talent, because I know you guys have young Chap as well. He's talented as well.
Yeah, Chappie, like, that's my boy.
Yeah, you guys have some amazing talent. Even with that, I feel like there's so much talent in small other cities in the UK, and they just, you know, for some artists they'll say, oh, they don't need recognition, but I feel like you guys deserve recognition. Like, you know, you guys deserve to be in big platforms, and obviously I know you're in the Mobos as well, but you guys deserve to be huge. Like,
I agree with you. I think it's true. And I think it's going to take some time, but we're going to get there, you know. I just feel that, you know, we just need that, you know, we need to be spoken about a bit more. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like if we could get a bit more attention to us as everyone else is getting, you know, just push the thing a little bit. I know that we could do amazing things, you know.
So it's a yes, right?
It's a yes. It's a yes. It's a big yes.
So, of course, you're talented. You're doing music. Other than music, what is it that you like to do? What other talents do you have that we possibly don't know about?
I play the piano.
What? You can play the piano?
One days. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I play very well, actually. I play drums professionally as well. People don't realize this, but yeah. I was
as well, I guess.
Yeah, composer. Yeah, of course. I write all my songs. I've written for a few people as well. To be honest, everything about me involves music. I think that's the weird part. Like, when you say, what else do you do? I'm just thinking, when I'm not busy, like, doing spreadsheets and you know, doing project management stuff, I'm playing the keyboard, I'm playing piano, or playing drums. So that's pretty much all I do. I record my music at home, of course, got my home studio.
Nice.
I mix and master, so I engineer most of my songs as well. So yeah, really, I'm sorry guys, I'm boring. All I do is music. I'm really boring, but it's true. All I literally do is music, 100%.
Is that your way of, like, you know, if you're going through stress, is that like your stress relief to, like, play the piano?
It is. You got that one right. Yeah, piano relaxes me a lot. It takes away a lot of anger, you know, stress and everything. It does.
Amazing. Well, I would like to say thank you so much, Great Adamz, for coming onto my platform. Any last words? Where can they find you?
Well, it's Great Adamz with a Z, so it's GREAT and Adamz ADMZ on every platform. So, like I said, I'm boring. I'm the same everywhere. So yeah, go follow me. Go subscribe to my YouTube as well, and follow me on Instagram, Twitter, everywhere.
Oh wait, hold on. Before you go, I don't know how you didn't mention this.
Right.
Tonight, yes. You are opening up for Iyaya tonight.
I am.
Why did you not mention that? That is major.
I know. To be honest with you, tonight as well, I'm getting the Young Black Achievers Award in Northampton from the mayor in like an hour. I'm literally about to go dress up and go. And
wait, hold on. And you didn't mention this the whole interview?
Yeah, no.
You see what I mean?
I know, it's a bit crazy.
That's huge. Congratulations.
Thank you. So yeah, so we're literally about to I'm literally running off to go change, and we're off. The award starts in like an hour and a half. So um we've just been we were nominated for, obviously, Black History Month. You know, we're told that we're nominated among 40 people for music and arts and Black Achievers, and the mayor decided to pick me. So I'm going to get that award, and then obviously go and prepare for the show. So it's been a crazy day. Like I said, it's been like this is like 6 a.m. It hasn't stopped really.
Yeah. How are you feeling about opening up for Iyanya? Because Iyanya is huge, first of all. And are you prepared? Are you ready for the show?
Oh yeah,
are you about to bring the energy?
Of course, I'm ready, man. It's my city, man. It's my town. So do you know what I mean? Like, I feed up the energy around here. When I'm out, I know that people show me love. People come to talk to me. You know, I have lots of people already like messaging me or can't wait to see you. So I know the whole gang's gonna be turning up tonight. So it's gonna be a madness. Yeah.
Yeah, I know you're about to see. I know you're about to bring some energy because I've seen your shows and you don't hold back.
No.
Okay,
no.
So. It's gonna be fire. But I want to say thank you so much. I don't want to take too much of your time, and have fun tonight.
Thank you very much.
We're so excited for what's to come and your journey onwards and upwards from here. And yeah.
Thank you. Have a good day. Take care.
You too. Have a lovely evening. Bye-bye.
Bye.